Hello, TMTA teachers. My name is Shelley Davis. I am your Vice President for Student Activities, and I am on a video tonight with three excellent members of our association. We are literally stretched across the state of Texas for this meeting. We have our Director of Communications, Brendan Kinsella, who is from down in the Rio Grande Valley. And we also have the World of Music Coordinator, Lauren Martinez, who is from El Paso. We have Lisa DeBellevue, who is our theory coordinator from somewhere in the middle. Where are you from,
Yeah,
Lisa?
Flower Mound, Texas.
Flower Mound.
North
See,
of
say that again.
north of Dallas.
North of Dallas. I was wanting to put you in Plano, but then my mind said, no, that's not right. And then I'm over on the right side of the state in East Texas, close to the Tyler area. And we are all coming together this evening to inform the members about a new pilot program that is going to be available for your students this spring, the spring of 2026. We want to inform you about an online testing option for theory and world of music. Lisa, let me let you get involved a little bit. Do you mind just kind of letting us know what levels are going to be doing this optional volunteer? And you can expound on that, but who will have the opportunity to do the theory online pilot program?
Okay, the Theory Online program is set up for levels 4, 5, and 6. And it is optional. It would take the place of taking the test in the written form.
Awesome. And then Lauren, tell us about World of Music.
For World of Music, the online option will be available for all levels, 1st through 12th grade.
Excellent. And we were talking about how the World of Music test is almost just made for this online option. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen to show you a quick little video of what the online test can look like. This is showing that there are 4 pages to the test. Students are able to scroll through the test and view different pages. This is important for especially theory testing when we tell our students to look at different aspects of the test, to answer questions that students will have the ability to scan through and move around to different pages. And for World of Music, it's simply multiple choice that they can choose. They'll be able to click one option or the other. This video will show us in just a second. You see there are 4 or 7 letters of the music alphabet. The flute is thin and long or short and square. Students will be able to select an answer. They can change their answer and redo it if they rethink their option. On this 3rd page, I'll wait till it gets over there, where they have the Carnival of the Animals options. They'll simply type in the number. Uh-oh, I think that student's going to miss that question. Maybe they'll rethink it before they select submit. Oh, good. They changed their mind on that one. Phew. Half notes. Are these half notes? Are these half notes? They can type in the number that matches the instrument to the character. Oh, it's Peter and the Wolf, not Carnival of the Animals. So that's just a little preview of what the World of Music test can look like. And as Lauren mentioned, it will be available for levels 1 through 12. Theory is a little more involved, and some of the levels are quite complicated. And so for the pilot program, theory is only going to be levels 4 through 6. Lisa, I'm going to let you talk a little bit about which students do you feel like would be the best candidates for doing this online pilot?
Okay, probably first-time students who haven't taken the written test before would be good candidates for that. And also recreational students who aren't working towards scholarships or participation in state level activities would be good for that. And then possibly if the student can't make the test date for their association, they could use the online option for a makeup test, as long as it was with an approved proctor. We'd have to follow those long distance testing requirements.
Absolutely. And being theory coordinator, you know how complicated it can be if a student isn't available during the window in which their local association is offering the test. It's TMTA does a good job of accommodating that student, but it is quite difficult to find a testing location, make sure the test is sent to that location, make sure the student knows where to go, and then that the test gets returned to the home association once the test has been graded. And what a relief that will be for the student to have the opportunity to take the online test still with their local association and not have to go through all of that rigmarole. And that's not even to consider postage expenses that are going up, and the fact that tests are mailed to local associations, mailed to graders, mailed back to local associations. The time element of doing the written test is just an involved process. We're going to have some test pilots that will help us pilot this online program. They'll be able to get their results instantly, especially in the spring. If you choose to have a student who is wanting to qualify for ensemble, they won't have to wait 2 or 3 weeks to hear if they are eligible. They'll be able to know instantly. Even if they don't get the grade they hope for, they'll still know that instantly, and they still have just that one opportunity. We're going to still follow the same testing protocols where you have to go to an approved, like Lisa said, an approved proctor, your local theory coordinator, the association where your student is involved. You can't just take the test at home and be real casual that way. We still have standards that we're going to follow, but won't that be nice to be able to have a little more flexibility with a makeup and also have some instant results so that they know immediately if they qualify for some of those state exams, if those are the students that you choose to do this test program. So, Lauren, what other positive aspects can you think of from the world of music standpoint?
A couple like positive aspects here. So one thing is that, and as you noticed in the example that you showed, the graphics are basically identical to what is in the books. So the students are going to be able to recognize the same pictures that they're already used to when they're completing their book. So that's not going to be an issue. Also, students nowadays are so used to taking classes online, doing homework online, that maneuvering around on the computer to take now their music tests online is not going to be a big adjustment at all. If anything, it might even be easier for them since everyone is so well adept in being able to work on the computer.
That is a great point. I appreciate you bringing that up. Brenda, do you mind talking a little bit more about what devices might be the best option for students wanting to do the online program?
Yes, so my understanding is that this is something that is very successful on your laptop or on your PC at home. It's not as compatible with a phone or a tablet or whatnot. So you really want to make sure that students who are interested in piloting this program have access to a laptop or a PC to make sure that they have a good testing experience, that there are no errors with it. So that's what we're recommending at this point.
And I'll tell you, I belong to East Texas Music Teachers, and we are blessed to be able to have Tyler Junior College host our theory test. And we have been, for years, we have been using their piano lab. But we use the lab just as a desk, as a writing surface. It's just a room where we can have another group of students testing while other students are in classrooms. But I am looking forward to communicating with them about actually using the computers in their piano lab for our online testing. And that will open up some other possibilities for some associations who have had to specifically go to a facility that has pianos. Maybe there is a local university or a local high school that has a computer lab that you have connections with, and you would be able to access their technology, and then students can just be there and use the laptops that are already on site. What a privilege that would be.
Mhm.
So, just as a recap, and help me if I'm leaving anything out, this is a completely voluntary pilot program for the spring of 2026, available for theory levels 4, 5, and 6, available for World of Music in all 12 levels. And if you're interested in having your student be one of our test pilots, then you will communicate with your local theory chair or your local World of Music chair, and there will be options on the website in their dashboard as a chair that they'll be able to click that option, just like they click when they register for student affiliate, or if they click to notify that the student is a homeschooler student. There'll be a couple more options, one for the online theory exam, one for the online World of Music exam, and then that will trigger some information for Abby and Christiana in our state office, and they'll be able to move forward from there. So teachers, communicate with your local chairs, and then local chairs, if you're nervous about, oh, I'm not comfortable with technology, I really, really don't expect this to involve any more work from you. It will be your teacher and the other members of your association, just getting the technology and making sure that's working. But that doesn't fall entirely on your shoulders. We all work together. And some associations may opt out of the pilot program. Since it's a volunteer thing, you can volunteer to pass. That's completely okay. And there will be more information coming in the months ahead, but we just wanted to hop on real quick and let you know about some exciting. I was speaking to Scott Donald just this past weekend, and he said exciting, transformative opportunities for our students. And we are very excited about them. Is there anything that any of you would like to say as we close?
Yeah, just real quick, as we start to pilot this new program, make sure that you're following our socials, especially on Facebook and Instagram. We will have additional instructions that we're posting as this starts to roll out. So that's going to be another resource or helpful information for those students and teachers who are interested in trying this out.
Excellent. And Lauren, I have known about the World of Music program. I have to confess that my students have never been involved. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just hasn't happened. But we're going to, because of this online program, we are very excited. And for the first time, my studio is going to be involved in World of Music this year. And Lisa, in some of our communications, we've talked about the value of having students write out different things with pencil and paper. So I plan to still use the workbooks that some of our Texas teachers have compiled for us. And my students are still going to be learning to draw treble clefs, and they're going to be writing out key signatures and all of that. But I'll also prepare some of them for this online pilot. Do you have anything else to say in regards to that?
I mean, I agree with you. They can work in their workbooks and still be able to take the test, and that works both ways. So,
Awesome. Yes, I agree. The best of both worlds.
mhm.
And so thank you so much for watching the video. If you have any questions, you can reach out to the state office. I'm happy to receive and answer your emails. And then you have just met our World of Music coordinator and our theory coordinator, and be sure to communicate with your local chairs. And that's all for today. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.